Okay, all eyes on somebody. And that's what I was thinking because I was in the car. I was in the car and I was thinking about something because I feel like somebody's trying to manipulate the energy, right? And they keep saying the only girl or whatever. So it made me think about like India, Khalifa, again, India, the Indian something company is connected to like the early ways of how the royal family was put together with the Queen Mother Elizabeth. You know, and it started making me think about like even American gods, how everything was like how all the gods is in there, how all the gods are in there. But y'all know how well maybe you don't because we're not doing like the history aspect of this. But how I feel about the gods being mixed or spliced or something, or with God saying that there is none besides me, right? So it's almost like these people found the key to something and they started breaking this up and make it okay and giving these positions to other people again is a whole thing about trying to put the whole thing on Jesus. Why Jesus? Remember I said why it seemed like they all plotting on Jesus. They don't like Jesus. These are all like Shiva, all the other gods and everything, right? So I was just thinking, like, oh, so this is what they do. They try to sacrifice that energy, but it's all the same thing. Like Sheba and Sekhmet, and it's all the same thing to me. All right. Maybe that's the thing that somebody is an older soul. I don't age like other people because of that, right? But it's almost like these people been plugging other people, just like they plug people in to be celebrities. They've been plugging people in to play gods, and like that's a problem. Or play God. That's like a real big problem I'm picking up on. Okay, so it's the energy, but I'm like, oh, you talking about the seven, and then they try to make the person marry one of the brothers. But what I was thinking about earlier, what I was thinking, what I was thinking about earlier is no, I think they created a vassal. That's why somebody could be the spouse or somebody's spouse could be a lord of hosts. And these men in the family, it's like, what's the use of being the only girl in the family if you got to worry about your brothers, and they baby mamas and shit like this stealing from you or beating on you or something? What's the use of being the only girl unless they emasculated these men? And then the family kept the girl away from knowing who she is or something, or they used like I was hearing in the car, like what? I was trying to understand it. So somebody's grandma wasn't their grandma. Somebody's grandma stole their identity or stole their name, or I don't know. Because I was thinking, if the grandmother had a forever young version of her, why is she out? You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't touch it. I don't have no. Well, I don't need it. Well, I kind of do, but I didn't touch it. So yeah, we got something about somebody stealing something, or again, stealing somebody's ID in '99. But this is in reverse. Something could be getting blocked now, or something was blocked then. I don't know if somebody's finding something here. All right, we got the Jesus energy in reverse, so it's almost like it's chapters to this. Cause I keep on hearing people send me the song, "Oh, look to Jesus," but this ain't Jesus. Whoever they saying is this ain't Jesus. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like the different clones represent different chapters or different timelines. Somebody could be with, but I feel like it's all fake, man. It's all fake. Say it's like I was getting the red dragon energy. Say this Miami energy, whoever this girl is with this my correlating. I don't know. Whoever this girl is that's correlating with Miami, if this person was out there doing all this crazy shit, but this person made it to like social media fame, right? And so but that's the person that have the blood on their hands. That's the person that was say that was it's still me, right? But that's the body that was promiscuous. That's the person that got blood on their hand. That's the person something. But they're gonna try to put that person in like a higher position and then put the shit on me and blame it on me. Like by keeping me out of like the deep occult arts where I am or whatever my family is. This is people, like I said, it's almost like these are people that for some reason somebody has been treated like this for centuries. It's like this is a father that turned the other cheek when the mother, like Cinderella, is beating on the daughter or being mean to the daughter. Or, this is somebody that makes sure everybody else in the family is straight, but their daughter or the one they responsible for, that person is not. Anything else that come around, you could have kids. They're going to treat them like royalty. They just going to fuck you over. You understand what I'm saying? So this could also be that it's not time to be Jesus right now. How I keep telling y'all Jesus ain't coming back for black people or whatever this is. Jesus mad. Jesus said, I'm not dying for you motherfuckers. It's too many people on this earth right now. Y'all gonna have to die for your own sins. And then it's almost like what if you find out that all these people are sharing your spouse's energy to stay in your energy and stay lit and then feed their family off your energy while you compartmentalize, while all of your gifts and your works and all of your whatever you need to combat this type of art of war in the spiritual, you ain't prepared at all. So you got to get your ass whooped, you got to get exploited, you got to get something, and by the time you get in your position of power, they like, remember this. Even though in the industry people are going towards fame, this somebody went in your house and raped and pillaged you. You get what I'm saying? I didn't go out there saying, hey, I want to be a part of this. It's almost like somebody kept somebody stagnant and came into their house and exploited them. You know what I'm saying? While they were sleeping or while they weren't paying attention. It's something like this too. It's something like this too. But this grew from a family sector to like a community. You think about this, other gods are being turned into vampires and demons and getting their wolf bodies and stuff. And you're thinking that there's something wrong with you because you don't have a wolf body. But you might have the power or you might be able to communicate with them. You're not a vampire, but you can see or you have a gift or a quality that if you worked on it, it would be as powerful as the vampires, but nobody can turn you. You see how I'm saying? It's like what if somebody was like and you think it's a curse that way, but no, it's something about you that's like all energy. These are just deities. Somebody is a god. So I don't know and like because we talking about workplace affair, but what if this work is just this family unit and anybody that you bring in, your friends, your boyfriends, they went behind your back and talk to these people and say, hey, do you know what that person is? Or somebody trying to say, oh, you was the wicked thing or something that people were trying to protect. No, bitch, but you was out there killing and you was taking my shit and you was even if this is the energy of Kali, right? Or Queen Khalifa, you was doing all that shit. I wouldn't have did the same thing with the power. But this is something like waking up to who you are and what these people, why did these men scatter or fake their deaths or whatever this is? Because they knew one day you're gonna have to pay for that. So when Jesus is coming back covered with blood, people try to put that shit any old kind of way, like the person was on the cross bleeding. No, that means it's a slaughter. You understand what I'm saying? This is like this, and it don't even have to be in the physical, right? Because now all eyes are see them. So this is again, it's like you want the fulfillment of something, right? You want the fulfillment of something, okay, so that somebody can overpower or confine you. Or it's like uh maybe 2 years ago, if you would have in the spirit, if you would have woke up and killed all these people, it would have just gone unseen. But now we've crossed over in something else, and now they like, okay, wake up to this part of yourself. And then you realizing that these family members or community members could have been pimping you out, slutting you out, doing something like this. And now it's time for the slaughter. It's time to cut all their ass off from the company or whatever this is that they keeping. You know what I'm saying? It's the company that they keeping from you or me, your inheritance. It's something that somebody did, or something that somebody did, y'all. And I was trying to pick this up in the car. I'm like, I know did nobody grandma or somebody steal they or like somebody put somebody as your grandmother, but it's like somebody stole your identity. I don't know. We're just gonna try to figure it out a little bit because I haven't really been putting in damage work. We're doing videos today or whatever here. But beheading, like I told, what if this is like somebody grandma or somebody had 10 kids or 16 kids or 7 kids or something.
Obey.
And you know, and somebody woke up to that all their uncles, or say this is just uncles. Love you too. Good night. Um, say you had just like a bunch of uncles or something, you find out the deep rooted part of your blindfolded what these people are doing, and they all got a whole created behind your back, are living off the hog, and you're struggling, or they didn't already punked out your husband in these secret societies, and now you're not even fitting in your own home that you created. You know what I'm saying? And you need somewhere to go, but all these motherfuckers then spread your money amongst themselves and all of the children that they secretly had behind the scenes, because they wouldn't dare bring it in front of your face at the time. But now, right? But now they have children that they pulling out the woodwork and having them throw daggers at you. Like, we got children or whatever. So if you want to get mad and get bad and want your stuff back, we've created children. You don't even know who they are. This is not people that was at the family cookouts and shit. You understand? Okay. It's something like this, y'all. And we're just gonna have to get into it real quick. And I figured I could run my mouth because I could feel per hour before I even sat down. So I've said, let's just go ahead and talk while I clear the table, just in case it's something, you know, just in case it's something here. So again, generosity, somebody might not be blocked from seeing that these people were not generous with the person that they were supposed to be with, generous with, okay? Because remember, we kept on getting all these concepts like, what if your father wasn't your father? What if you was the youngest of his brides? And then we go back biblical. But then again, it's all these other aspects here. And somebody's like, basically, you know, figure it out on your own. You know, whatever this shit is, it's deep. And somebody's just like, well, figure it out on your own or something. You got the nerves to be mad? Like, somebody's really acting like that. You got to be, oh, so you mad about what we did? You mad about what we did? You get what I'm saying? So we got work, AF, like as F, okay? This marvelous energy. They had this person out here being a killer and slaughtering people, probably even the spouse, even versus the spouse. But then they're gonna say they tell this person, okay, clean your image up, stop smoking weed, stop drinking, stop doing this, stop cussing. We about to turn you into Jesus because Kylie done slipped up out of Jesus. You know, you motherfuckers ain't. I'm trying to tell you, because that sword coming out Jesus' mouth, it ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing nice. So that's what I'm saying about whatever this is. Because I don't know why I feel like somebody's child is messing with one of these younger tarot readers. Somebody's child is, and these people have immunity, but it's left over from what they stole from the crown. You don't have that no more. I'm using all that for me, just in case somebody want to act stupid, and I gotta. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's almost like I was hearing God is slow to anger, right? And then how I was reading about not Diablo, but Dios or whatever, Dio. And they were saying it's God in some cultures. And you know what I'm saying? Your inner light. It's like somebody trying to steal somebody's inner light. We got double decker energy. So this could also be this energy where somebody wanted somebody to play like a Chloe Decker twice, like Lucifer's, you know, something twice. Okay. And I feel like this could be like a 10-year curse to be something that was only created to serve Lucifer as a lover. And maybe somebody's not doing that 2 times. Okay. It could be a good thing. Because something could have started off good. Okay. Especially with the entertainment industry. This is what they're good for, is manipulating the data or something, or having like rotating like God energy, I'm guessing is what I'm hearing. They're really good with rotating the God energy. That's why there's so much symbolism in the music and stuff. They're like rotating it. Hold on one second. oh, I don't want to drop these out, that there was a lower heaven where people handle energy and stuff like this before you get to the upper chambers. What, there is nobody why y'all keep plugging other people into this energy to give them some type of movement or what's next, or what they're supposed to be doing. Why are you doing this? And then they'll make you feel bad, like, don't you godship, this is business, this is lands, this is resources, this is all of that. And so you had a responsibility when you gave it to these motherfuckers, because this is almost like somebody should be going into some kind of tomb or something and knocking the dust off of some kind of, what I'm saying? But you didn't let everybody drink from something, or everybody take from something, or something like this. And then this person didn't get to taste money, godship. They didn't get to taste having immunity. They didn't get to taste getting back at their enemies or nothing. And you think that you building this is you think you building up what? You building up something. You building up something. It's almost like these people want to get the popcorn. They're like, this can't be this person because they too calm or something like this, or this can't be that person, or whatever this is. And that's what I'm saying. It's these men will have to lose their heads, and all your children and the shit you created gonna be right the fuck at my feet. It's just period. And this shit ain't about to go how you thought it was. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody think that they're slick. You basically letting like creatures and everything like this try to overpower somebody. Like, even if we want to use legal matters, how? The creatures don't have nothing to do. They got heathen court. They don't have nothing to do with the ecclesiastical court unless they have, taken it over some way, or the scepter is not in the right hand, or you trying to use a child as Shiloh, and that's not Shiloh. Shiloh is an energy. When Shiloh come to and wake up to the bullshit, it's a problem. And you trying to make it seem like, oh, when Shiloh come, and when this child is born between these two people, no, this is an attitude. That's a motherfucking attitude. You see what I'm saying? Like I told you, it would take a lifetime to unscramble the minds of people that think that they understand what the fuck they're talking about. Don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many books you read. These people don't know nothing about what they did it like this on purpose. So when the person did wake up and realize, it would be too hard to, it ain't about coming explaining nothing to these people. But they would be like, what is you talking about? No, look at this book that says some whole thing, and then just capture the moment, and then go there and say, okay, yeah, this is what you was doing. And yeah, it's a no. And just shut the shit down. Because it doesn't matter how. That's why they try to make it so important about people that are scholarly, that are teaching certain things. I don't know why my camera keep going out, but they're trying to make it full. They're gonna learn what they need to learn here. They ain't gonna learn it from no motherfucking scholar. You understand what I'm saying? But this is kind of hard because people are illegally, even if we found out that God was fake, but this other shit is real, deities and everything like this is really what make things go. It don't matter. You're taking somebody's stuff. What are you doing? You get what I'm saying? You don't do that. And then you're leaving somebody that has the weight of so much that they have to do, and they can't do it because that's like me buying a car, motherfucker. And then I bought this car so I can get to work. And then you just my sister or something. I'm trying to help you get on your feet or something to get a job. So I'm talking about a regular vehicle with a steering wheel. I let you drive my car, and then you start telling me, no, I'm gonna just keep it overnight. And bitch, what the fuck you talking? No, excuse me. Excuse me. I never allowed any of you to touch anything of mine. I didn't even know I had it. So you won't pay for that. That's what I'm saying. This could be also why people looked at you side, but they've been side-eyeing somebody like they want you to carry something. And this ain't that Jesus, honey. I'm just telling you right now. This ain't that Jesus. Excuse me. These people think this is cute. I told you, whatever these people have been doing, it's not the way. Some of them know this. It's not the way. So we got this Nay energy here. That's not the wife, but this person could be signed up as the wife, or for 5 years, they could have a child with this person or something, but they can't steal somebody's ticket into something here. And then they're losing some type of power when it comes to a situation. And I don't know what that's talking about, but alienate somebody by calling them Buzz Lightyear or whatever. Okay. And this is a shame because I'm hearing that all of these people were using my energy or yours to open up these gates, but then acting like some people were lied to and they figured out and now they feel stupid. But people are like, oh, do these people do this for you or do that for you or something? And it's like, well, damn, the way I'm reading it is I was the one opening up that shit without even noticing. That's dangerous. That's actually dangerous here. We got Forest in the reverse here. Right? That's what I'm saying. Now somebody's going to another savior or going a different way. Okay. I actually have a cousin named Forrest. But that's why I was wondering. A certain feminine energy in the limelight said when her son committed suicide. But I was hearing it's not suicide here. Because one of my cousins lost a friend and he was really devastated by that. You know, a real close friend. Or business partner or something like this. Or whatever. And she was saying, I lost my son to suicide, but I was hearing that they might have to, you know, this could be this I was hearing that this could be this baby mama, this Princess Tiana energy, or this could be Tiana in the in Tommy's kids. Okay. Tiana and Tommy's kids. Okay. Brenda got a baby kids. You know, there could be two family members that lost their life to familial groups here that they was hanging out with. Let's see something here. By way of the Moses is so they can run the shit. That's supposed to be running else in this world, but they're trying to bully you or push you into fashion to be the lowest of the low. The music industry could be the lowest of the low. What you think? Just because somebody shine it up real good and shit like this? No, thank you. And I feel like somebody that's challenging me could have been incorporated, and this person is determined to win or something like this here. But I'm here. I heard the music industry is falling. I got a song like this, and that it's something that's never gonna be rebuilt up again like that. And that's kind of sad. It's the fault of this Mommy Watson energy, this Queen of Cups energy. Damn. This could be somebody that was very prominent with offering up children or offering up people or things to the industry. Yeah, we got the bear was reversed. It's looking crooked right here. And then we got these creatures of creation creatures or cosmic creatures. So something could be going on in California, maybe that's abnormal, because that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, he's pointing to the west. Every time that opportunity came up for somebody to fill a position there, they put something else other than the actual person. Or this is like knowing who Queen Kali is, and you put somebody other. You knew this person was yearning to be in California or live in California or something like this, and you put somebody else every time to benefit the industry. Or with the herb, or this grandfather or these fathers, they went west and they did something else here, and then they shunned the child or whatever. But these people is making the child or the girl stay home and produce all these eggs for everybody else. She ain't got no fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? By the time she about to have a kid, or now she can have her kid of her own, it's gonna be too late. Unless she is a child of Sarah, she might be able to still produce children up until 80 years old, unless somebody steal the womb and give it to another female, and then have that person start having children. Bitch, I'm not no filthy bitch that tried to kill me or could have killed me in the past, about to be having my womb in your fucking body. weighing me down. These people don't know nothing about, or they know everything about spirituality. You know what you're doing, and the shit is it's elite. There has to be rules here and then. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? We got the rocks in reverse. You tried this already. It's not working. Something is unclean water here. And now somebody don't want to get rid of this plus size person because this is what I heard. This was the curse of in the first place. Whatever y'all did in the past, with about around time with the Kardashians, whatever the fuck y'all did to take something from me over in the West and move to California when you knew my eyes were set on it. You locked me down with a masculine energy that didn't even want to leave the and sent him out there. You get what I'm saying? Y'all, these motherfuckers gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay. It's the same thing. We talking about energy, and you could go back on my videos when we first started doing more heavy tarot. I was saying the same thing back then. You know, y'all want to try to delete my videos and teach everybody what I've been talking about the past 10 years and create it just can't come from me. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So people are like, who is this person talking? Oh, they didn't go to this college for this. They didn't go to Morehouse for all these years and stuff. They didn't do this. What alumni? Like that shit is important. That you just stalling. We keep on using that word stalling. You just stalling. You stalling this motherfucking ass whooping. You get what I'm saying? That's why they did everything cyber here. Cause they know this shit would not be, you know what I'm saying. You know. You get a clue. I'm hearing follow the arrow. You get a clue. It's a trap though, is what I was hearing. Because somebody got somebody as like foreign now. And they waiting for you to do something to go to jail. So say I got the clue. Okay, say this. Say I told y'all, say you in a situation where you feel like one of your children was cloned and kidnapped, or kidnapped and cloned. You go around your life or whatever, you know this. You know you can't trust your local police. You probably can't even you can't even trust your state police. Every state could do this kind of crooked shit. We talked about this in the beginning of the tarot. I picked up on facts and laid them the fuck down. Okay, about Johnson and them. You know what I'm saying? Right here. So let's say I find out, I got a daughter that looked like my daughter, but I know that ain't my daughter. You know, I think Changeling was a movie like this with Angelina Jolie played in it. And her child got kidnapped. The police brought the child back, and she was trying to tell them, this ain't my child. No, this, I know the birthmark, I see y'all, but I'm telling you, I know my child, and this is not my child, because strange things start happening. Now, say, you know, you realizing this, and you getting this, you just getting this something like, damn, you know, I don't really go nowhere or whatever. My child, it just feel like my child is close, not the one that's in the house. It feel like somebody's close. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It's like we jump in timelines. So whatever happened 6 years ago, people is now realizing they made mistakes. They trying to get back into timelines. They trying to fix stuff. They trying to manipulate. They don't know why they did this and why they did that, and they was too weak because you broke away from the Christ or whatever. That's why I'm saying people don't understand that your way to get Jesus on that level, that was already 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It's that part is done. Even if the energy of Jesus or somebody being in that, oh, everyone come, yes, and not cussing and all, that's done for. It's something else coming. War is on the breath of the something here. Do you understand? So what I was picking up is like, damn. Now you picking up on your child. Now somebody want to give your child back, but it's after they want you to follow it here. Most High, we want you to. We giving you the scent of that right now because we want you to go ahead and try to go up in there, sneak in that warehouse. We want you to go and kick in that neighbor's door and run down to the basement where you think the child is. We done moved the child to another secret location because we know that you might be stupid enough to do it one day. And when you do, we're gonna say, what child? Come on, look, there's nothing. Y'all seen the movies like this. There's nothing here. Come on, what is wrong with you? We're calling the police on you. And we're gonna go. If say this your neighbor house or somebody live right behind you, you're gonna go right back home. So we talking on this channel. We talking on this channel because the prophetic energy is not just going word. You understand what I'm saying? It's something else is going on here. Something else is going on here. And God could be even saying, not to say it in a cold way, but I got something better for you. God could even be saying this. The only thing that only pulls on my heart is that these children didn't have a choice. But some of these, I told you, is not they reincarnate grandmothers and aunties that these men is trying to hide. These is the people that don't know how to let go of the past. Somebody said, oh, you shouldn't go back to the past and look at things like this. You don't want anybody to go back to the past because you don't want to find out that some of these women right now are carrying, they have brought back children into this world. That's the grandmothers that sacrificed them, slit their fucking throat when they was little. You understand? Slit their fucking throat when they was little, and now they in the house with you as a 13-year-old needy kid that don't want you to go nowhere, don't want to do, and they using magic too. They using high level magic that you used to have, or they're using your magic that you need right now. You understand? You leaving or running out the door like they want you to is basically kind of getting it to, is leaving your could be leaving something behind, man. Let's see. How would you feel if this is dark, 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 dark something here, y'all? Hold on one second. Let me get my glasses because I can't even read this. Oh, shit. So all these bitches my haters, that's the cookie cutter tarot readers, that's worried about if somebody got a matted wig on when you got a matted motherfucking soul that you need to be untangling. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot find my glasses. What's going on? Oh, well, here's a pair. It's not my preferred pair, but it'll work. I'm telling you, there's a masculine energy here. They're not being 100%. Everybody got their scenarios, but somebody is like they befriending someone, but I just don't know if you could trust this person. I'm trying to tell you. Hold on. Dark green shadows fade into the black background until all is one mass of tangled semi-tropical foliage, marvelous in its weird savage splendor. There we go with the tropical, tangled, marvelous, savage splendor. Once were crossed a black silent stream where the sad trees and withering creepers, jeepers creep, because somebody plucked out somebody's eye here. Trying to tell you. Okay. Somebody done plucked out somebody's eye, or they did something here. I'm seeing somebody doing something like when somebody was like a little baby or something here. Again, nobody, what I'm thinking is like, even if they chose to take my family into like the higher rankings, I didn't see them go through none of this. You know what I'm saying? Why is somebody trying to make me go through a public and then make sure I don't get to where I'm going? That shit is crazy. If you ask me. All glistening, fiery, yellow and green seemed like the vast cathedral. Some green Milan, builded of wildwood, As I cross, I seem to see again the fierce tragedy of 70 years ago. I told you something is going. See, I just had this book because I got two of these by mistake. And this one was in my drawer right there when I went to go find my glasses, and something told me to pull it out. Okay. There's something significant here, or else I wouldn't have pulled the book out. Yeah, that's why I said 70 years ago. Something here. The Oscal, I can never say that native name. Osceola. See, because I was reading a story about that black lady. I was looking at her image and she looked like me, but she kind of looked like a cross between me and a tarot reader that I don't like. But it definitely looked like me first. You see what I'm saying? But if you start looking at these pictures more, you tried to move me out the way and you tried to give my identity to, yeah, she worked hard for it with all that killing, the eternal energy. And when whoever went behind the scenes, you start dealing with that person, which is Moses' team. But these people have been killing for the past possibly 70 years. They've been killing the grandfathers, the true American identity here. They show favor to me because of what I could offer them. That's it. Without knowing it. To never let me know what I am fully, what's mine, something like this. The Indian Negro chieftain have risen in the swamp of Florida, vowing vengeance. His war show my work on this channel. I randomly pulled this book out. Shouldn't be no books in that thing. So if this is what course we're on, again, these bitches owe me for stealing from my Akashic. They owe, this proves it. You don't need a rocket fucking scientist to know who's the because how did I just come out and pick this page here? 76, 77. This could be also, I keep seeing something about Shell gas stations, but not BP and not the old gas station 76 with the little orange ball. They keep on putting this Shell energy up. Because this could be a group that took my oldest daughter and swapped her out and kidnapped her and could have shed the blood and cloned her. And they could have raised her in a separate area, separate from me, as if that was her family. The same thing they could have did to me. You understand? I'm definitely getting like alligator energy. Men and women and children fled and fell before them as they wept in the darty. In yonder shadow, in a dark, hideous, painted warrior, glided stealth another and another until 300 had crept into the trenches. So this could be also this mandrake trees or the mangrove energy here down in the swamps. Then the false slime closing about. This could also be talking about some kind of slime that these people are using to create, clones or something like this. Because in the Bible, that the Lord God, after God went to sleep, the Lord God started to create in Genesis 2. And he took what God already created. That's like somebody taking something from me. And then the slime or something like this. Okay. And then he put something together and he started creating. But God had created everything already in Genesis 1. Remember this. You go back to Genesis 1 and 2. That was my favorite part of the Bible to dissect. And I know I did a lot of videos on that. Right. But again, these people could be slowly. I don't think I have a couple of things stored on my computer, but somebody just cleaned out my computer. Right. But I do have another computer that's not even plugged up that might have some stuff on it. I'm not sure. Okay. To back up the fact that it's my work. It's not even that fucking serious. We just need to get rid of these hating ass, thieving ass people that's made it a perfection in their job to do this stupid shit. It's annoying. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, called the white man from the east. But this could be with the finger pointing that way. It could actually be from the west. All right. Yeah, until they hushed and the Indians glided back into the west. Okay, Small Wonder. Remember that show, Small Wonder? The wood is red. Okay. We have wood or woods in reverse. Small wonder, this could be this Vicky energy, or even I told y'all the white girl Vicky was in Africa supposedly. Feast off of me or you. Do you get what I'm saying? But you're not one of them. So they've been having an advantage over you everywhere. You understand? So when it's like a land that's not your own, that people speak the different language, but I haven't moved from here. You see, I'm seeing spinning the globe, but still, it's almost like you're moving in a different system, or something has been colonized or something like this. Okay, or that's what they're trying to do. A different type of colonization, like a shadow energy, or not a shadow, but a hovering energy. Um, Oh, you trying to do something like this, okay? Also, the wood is red. This could be wood covered with blood. Um, then came black slaves clanking the chains, marching from Virginia to Carolina to Georgia. Huh. Beneath the tall trees. The Indians glided back into the west. Small wonder, and the wood is red. So this could also be, what was I looking at about red earlier? Seth, or I was also getting something about red, somebody named Red, or something about red. This could also be, you know, see, this could also be talking about, the 3-letter word, but bad news is in reverse. Somebody is, I don't know. Well, let's just leave it like that, because somebody's gonna try to get something here. This could also be somebody lying, saying that somebody's in love or something. It's not true. Again, something with the entertainment industry here.